Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nails and Beauty Talk. I'm your host, Asia the Bird. To have a very special guest with me today. She is a nail artist. Please welcome Chloe's Claws. Hello,
Hello.
Chloe, to the show.
Hi.
Hello, hello. So I want to go ahead and get started by asking where are you from and how did you get started in the nail industry?
I'm from San Antonio, Texas, but right now I'm living in Austin. I've been here for 2 years. I started getting my nails done whenever I was around 15.
Hmm.
And as I got older, I'm just such a perfectionist. So
Hmm.
anytime I would go to the salon, they would be doing my nails, and I'm like having a panic attack in the chair, like, oh my God, going left, this one's going right, like this one's bumpy as hell, like I don't know what to do. So
Hmm.
I just started doing them myself and then just practicing on friends. And then in 2018, I went to nail school and graduated from there. And then by then I had a steady clientele, so I just
Hmm.
kept pushing.
Yeah, yeah, that's really, really cool. Now, what has been your whole experience like doing nail school? Like, what is your whole thoughts behind like in terms of nail school?
Nail school honestly sucked. You don't really learn that much. I would ask,
Mhm.
like, how do you do this? And they're like, Google it. And I'm like, why that? And they didn't keep on like the trends and all of that. It was literally just for the piece of paper and the basics and getting all of the like fundamental knowledge and stuff. So yeah, I'm glad to be out of nail school.
Yeah, that's the thing with like beauty school. They only teach you the basics. Like for
Yeah.
me, I'm a licensed cosmetologist, and my side is like, the study of like nails. That's what my focus is. Was that your oh, that's your cat?
But this is me.
Yeah, yeah. Like he's like, I want to be in the camera.
Later.
Yeah. But when I did like in cosmetology, like cosmetology courses in high school, like they did like a small sector of nails. So they do teach you the basics, but they don't teach you like the in-depth, of beauty or nails or hair and things like that. You have to learn the majority of the stuff on your own.
Yeah, my school didn't even have colored hair. Like they wouldn't do like it was just browns and bleached and all
Hmm.
that. I wanted to do the whole program, but I'm glad I just did nails because it's like my main focus.
Yeah, yeah, I'm the same way. And that's the thing. It's just something that needs to be improved within nail education, just more of the equipness for the nail industry or for the beauty industry in general, because stuff is always changing. You know,
It's growing. It's ridiculous. It's so crazy. Even in the past
yeah.
2 years, trends and everything have just blossomed. It's so cool seeing everybody's like work and stuff.
Yeah, it's grown very, very fast. Like trends are always recycling, and you see a lot of stuff out now with like more advanced products and UV lamps technology and stuff like that. So that's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I'm just recently starting to move away from acrylic and stuff. Whenever I was in school, I was like, "Is there a healthy option? Like, is there a better option?" And the teacher
Right.
laughed at me. I was like, "Okay, heard, got it." But now moving
Mhm.
like that, it doesn't smell at my house as much.
Yeah, that's the thing with acrylic, like the whole thing with the monomer, it just protrudes around the house. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, with the whole smell of acrylic, it just protrudes around like the environment. Like it's just so strong of a smell. Like with gel, you don't have to worry about that.
I know. I work from home. I have a little studio space, and people come in. They're like, "It smells like a nail salon." I'm like, "Does it really? I swear, I lit a candle. I had some incense burning. Like, it's still."
Yeah, yeah. It's just really, really crazy. But I definitely
Still
what were you
smells like.
saying?
I said I have the cotton candy scented one, but it still smells like monomer.
Yeah, yeah, that's really cool. I like the nail polishes like behind you. I like the setup.
Oh, thanks. I hung those up myself. It took forever.
Yeah, yeah, that's really, really cool. But I definitely want to ask, like, what are like some nail arts that you're inspired by?
Yeah, just recently, the past year, I followed Too Good Hands, Hands Too Good.
Hmm.
So he just did my nails, I think back in March or April, and we did April, yeah, we did some 420 themed nails. So she did like this tiny skull on my middle finger with some like leaves and smoke eyes. It was literally insane. Her work is so detailed and like she's an amazing artist. She said that had been wanting to do like tattoos recently. I'm like, girl, do it because your lines are smaller than I can even see. Her, oh man, what is her name? Oh man, oh no, why am I blanking? What is another one? Crocaine. Have you heard of her? Oh man, her stuff is so cool. It's just like kind of like Y2K. Oh, finger paints. Finger paints. She does pretty like abstract stuff. I often get people sending me her inspo because we do have kind of like a similar kind of like organic, just do whatever style.
Mm-hmm.
Hers is really cool too. Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, their stuff is really, really cool. Yeah, I interviewed Julia like a while ago.
Cute.
Yeah, Two Good Hands. Like, yeah, her work is pretty good. I like the detailing that she does.
It's insane. Yeah. That was part of our trade. I still need to do my half of the trade for those nails, but yeah, they were literally insane. She did both middle fingers with two skulls on them, and they literally looked identical. I was like, how did you do that? I was
Yeah.
looking at her. I was like, I need to get a smaller brush than I do now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just having that fine, like trying to get that fine detail, you do need like a smaller, like detail or finer brush in terms of having that like that close in detail.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, how can you describe like your nail art style? Like, how do you like to do nail art?
My favorite thing is, I mean, usually it's either they come in and they have an idea and they're like, okay, I kind of want to go this way, or it's literally just do whatever you want. And I'm like, okay. Sometimes people come in with a vibe though. They have a fit on, like they have like the color scheme going, and they're like, this is what I want, just like match my vibe. And I'm like,
Mhm.
okay. And then I just show them everything that I have, the products, the colors, the little charms and everything, and they just kind of pick out what they want, and then I just kind of go from there. I have a lot of stuff saved on Instagram. Just like I go through my For You page, and if some art sticks out to me, if some colors stick out to me, it doesn't have to necessarily be nails. Then I'll just save it. And if people don't know what they want, they come in, I'm like, look through my saved stuff, see if you see anything, any art, any colors, anything like that. And then I'll just kind of do my take on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really, really cool. Now, what draws like inspiration in terms of like nail art in general? Like, do you get inspiration from nature? Like, where are some things you draw inspiration from?
Yeah, that was my first thing, nature. The first nail that I did was on myself. It was my thumb, and I got a leaf from my front yard and put the leaf in there. But then I realized that there was like a little bit of the leaf hanging out of the nail. So there was air that was touching the nail, so it turned brown. So I was working with the trial and error. It's best with pressed flowers. So yeah, whenever I first started in 2018, I was practicing on my friends, and we would just go outside and find our favorite flowers and whatever, and press them in books and bee wings, like literally anything. I like cicada wings. Cicada wings are kind of already shaped like a rounded shape, so they fit like perfectly in like an almond or like a stiletto nail.
Mm.
But yeah, definitely nature. I like drawing mushrooms and all kinds of stuff like that. Or
Yeah.
the just textures, like trying to recreate like a texture or a leaf pattern or anything like that, moss or anything is always spider webs. Super fun.
Mm.
Definitely inspiration from nature.
Yeah. Nature, like I see like some nail artists, like they add like, like the weed leaves and,
Yeah,
seeing one person, they add like candy or like fruit to the nails, like real fruit. I was like,
seen those. I'm like, how long do those last? Because I know that's just gonna get old.
yeah, I just get a little like, I don't know about that.
Like, even if it's not practical, even if they're not going to have it on their nails for a long time, I love a good, like, just for the photo shoot nail, just for the pick nail. Yeah, I just did some flame nails. I sent some pictures of the candles and stuff. So that was really fun, like just for the shoot. Even the other nails that I wore with the huge butterfly on it, that's just super non-practical for everyday life, but
Mm-hmm.
but a photo shoot works perfect.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. I definitely want to get into in terms of having your own like nail salon studio like at home. Like, so what has been your whole journey just having your own nail studio?
Yeah, I started off in my grandma's house, actually. It started from my little bedroom. I just had my table, and then I moved over here to Austin, and I had a shared space with a roommate, and I worked in the living room. And then now I have my own space, yeah, in my house. It's honestly great. Everybody that I get is always super chill. I have my cat, he just comes and vibes. He'll sit on their lap most of the time, and it's nice to be on break and then just go in the fridge and eat my snacks, and then sit down and just be in my own space. It would be nice to have a studio, I guess, but rent's just so expensive right now, and I found the perfect spot too. It's nice and quiet, and I love the space that I have. My own music, my own vibe, being able to play that. My last job, I worked at Chipotle, and they had a button in the back, and it was an on and off button. No, pick this, pick that. It was on and off, and it played the same like 40 songs over and over and over and over and over. I was like, this is gonna be my last job, and now I just get to do whatever I want, play my own music. So it's really nice.
Yeah, right, exactly. Now, what has been like your whole experience in terms of just working with clients? Like, how were you able to like gain a clientele?
Um, yeah, it's really word of mouth, honestly. It's putting out a great product, some eye-catching product that people are like, "Oh, where did you get your nails done?" And then having the clients to back you up on that, being like, "Oh, this is her Instagram," taking their phone from their hand, plugging me in, following them for me on their own phone, um, writing them down on a sheet of paper, Chloe's Claws, giving them to follow them. Like, just the word of mouth was really it. I've grown a little bit on Instagram and reaching out through TikTok, and I'm trying to learn how to market myself with social media. So that's been pretty interesting to figure out. But yeah, just the people supporting me, people who share my stuff on their stories, and people who really like fuck with me, just putting out my stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, most definitely. I definitely want to also get into this other thing too, like in terms of booking clients. So, what has been like the best app for you in terms of trying to get clients?
I need to find an app, honestly. I just do email, like DM whenever I was a little smaller and just answering my DMs, but it was too much. I missed this, and people are commenting. My friends are in my DMs, so it's too much. So now I just have my Chloe's Claws TX at Gmail, and people just email me, and I just start from the bottom, go up. Um, Book. I just make like a cute picture with all my times. Hey, I just posted my availability on my story. Let me know what works for you. But yeah, I mean, I guess I've tried having a booking assistant, but it's hard to communicate with somebody when
Mm,
you're who you want to book, and because I have some people on the do not book list, just for certain reasons. So that one I was like, okay, don't book this person, don't book this person. Because they're coming into my house. It's nice to have the choice to choose my clients and not have like walk-ins and just people that I don't really know.
mm. Yeah, right, exactly. But I also want to get into in terms of pricing. So, what has been your whole take in terms of pricing, like your nail services and things like that?
Honestly, it's so hard for me to price things sometimes because, especially whenever people ask for a freestyle, I just start and I don't stop until it's finished. Until I love the way that it looks, no matter if I'm putting extra charms, if I'm bringing out extra charms, if I'm pulling other colors, if I'm taking my extra time to put the finishing touches to make them look exactly how I want. So I try to ask them their budget beforehand. Like, let me know your budget. I usually charge like kind of like this, send me some inspo. If you're down to pay more, I can add this. I can get a little bit more detailed. We can add this. And then yeah, and then they just tip me and pay whatever they want, depending on how much they like the nails. I just give them a minimum, and then sometimes they tip me double or tip me half the price or whatever, just depending, because I will sit here, and a lot of people do recognize that I take my time and stuff, so they appreciate it because they're used to the chop shops and the in and out, like, oh, that one's crooked, that your finger's crooked, like like not my fault kind of deal. But yeah, it's nice to be able to create art how I want to and be able to have the people that appreciate it and will sit and take the time to sit down, because sometimes they're sitting for 3 to 4 hours even sometimes if it's long and detailed and we're doing this and whatever. So it's cool to have that trust.
Mm. Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. Now, in terms of nail, like you don't charge by the hour, you pretty much like how you said before, it's just like until it's finished.
Yeah, I should honestly charge by the hour. I've just recently my rent just went up. It's starting in August, so I'm definitely gonna have to set down some prices. It's just so hard sometimes putting a price on my art and what is like not acceptable, but like an okay price. I just know some people that have paid a lot for nails and it's not that much. Like it's shitty work, so it's like I try not to feel bad whenever I ask a lot for nails, because I am taking my time and my skills to put into their nails.
Hmm. Yeah, I could definitely agree because like even with myself, like if I do like press on nails, that's what I'm still practicing is like charge when I'm worth and understanding that medium, between, you don't want to overly charge and you don't want to undercharge. And I've seen like people who do like press on nails, like or certain nail services and charge like at least like, 20 to 40 or $50, and it's like you could charge more than that, especially what's going on now with the economy, so it's important to really price what you're worth.
Yeah, yeah, everything's getting expensive. Rent's going up, everything. So you have to slide with the scale of the world. Hard to put a price on your time and everything, but you have to in the end, because you do have to pay for literally everything that you use, the space that I have and the environment that I create for people to relax in and enjoy and spend their time in.
Mm. Yeah, it's a lot of money, you know what I mean? And with nail products, like it's like $20 for a thing of like gel polish or like some regular nail polish.
Uh, People are always like, "Do you have this kind of green?" I'm like, "I have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, but not that kind of green. I can make that kind of green. I can mix it, but yeah."
Yeah, that's the thing, it's stuff ain't cheap, and that's the thing. So like how I said before, you want to, understand your worth and your value, especially with pricing, because you're putting a lot of hours doing nail service.
And everything sitting in this chair. I'll be sitting like this for like 3 hours, and I'm like, "Oh, shoulders back, please. I have arthritis."
Hmm. Yeah, that's the thing with that. But I definitely want to also get into like what are some like your favorite like nail products to use when doing nail art?
um, this IBD gel is really sick. It's just like this clear gel. I get it off Amazon, but I use it for a lot of like the 3D work that I do. So you can mix that with like any kind of polish. You can put some chrome powder in there if you want to make little blobs, make just whatever you want. I also just like all the stuff that I have. Like I have like this. It's just like a little bottle of little tiny crystals, or like I have a bunch of different rocks and shells and stuff. Like seashells, regular seashells. I also have these like cool. They're like these plastic or like it's stuff for like acrylic molds for like jewelry and stuff, I think, but I use them for nails. I have some like that are flowers and hearts. These look like little gemstones. So you just put the gel in there that I was talking about, mix it with whatever, put it under the lamp, take it out and pop it up, and it comes out and it's like hard already. I also have like this like these 40 UV gel like little pods, and it's like moldable clay almost. So I make like 3D like flowers, and made like a 3D little bee one time. So yeah, you just mold it and then cure it, and then sometimes I'll like paint over it, put some chrome powder on there, paint little details on top of the flower, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm a gel person as well because I'm like, the 4D gel is incredible.
Yeah, there's so many new products coming out, like the 3D gels that are non-wipe. So like you can put them on top of things and you don't have to like put a coat on top of it, or I don't know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the thing too. What are like some of like your favorite like nail brushes to use when doing nail art?
Um, just love a skinny regular brush. I had this one for like way too long. It's literally just like a small, tiny liner, a long tiny liner. uh, Sometimes a fan brush to like make like cool like streaks or something. Um, the nail dot tool. I have literally have a nail dotting tool from when I was like 7, and yeah, I still use it.
Mm. Yeah, right, exactly. I use like, like art paint brushes. Like some of those brushes you would have to like literally like cut the bristles down because if you want that fine detail, like that's what I do is cut the bristles down.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely need to get some new brushes. It doesn't even have to be a nail brush. It can just be an art brush. I'll go to Hobby Lobby. That's one of my favorite things to do. I love Hobby Lobby so bad. They're kind of like terrible, honestly. They're like racist and homophobic, but you know, I just get like a bunch of charms and stuff from there. But you can find Amazon stuff on Amazon too a lot of the time.
Yeah, Amazon has a lot of different stuff, but I definitely want to go ahead and ask like with how you first got into industry to now, like what is your whole take in terms of the nail industry and how it's progressed in your perspective?
Um, yeah, I just think it's great that people are like being more open to home salons and supporting people that only have themselves to work on and support. So it's nice building that trust with people and stuff that they don't want to go to the salon anymore and they feel comfortable here and they feel comfortable with me and comfortable with my work. So yeah, it's nice that people are like, oh, you don't have to go and spend like so much money and sit at a salon that you don't know anybody and they're gonna honestly treat you like crap and they're gonna like rush you through because they honestly just don't care. So it's cool that people are seeing that there's more of an art to nails than just like getting them done and stuff.
Mm. Yeah, I could definitely agree because, with nail art, it don't just span into like the nail industry, it's also the fashion industry because the thing is that with certain designers, they're collaborating with nail artists and they're doing like, very cool nail art and things like that. It don't just limit to like a solid color, you know.
I just recently had Grimes hit me up. I'm so excited for that. I feel like her vibe is very like fairy core, like very like out there. So I'm super excited to create something like yeah, I just love like 3D, like abstract, like yeah, just things that aren't practical for every day, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. What was the person's name?
Grimes.
Oh, Grimes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
On that.
No, it's really, really cool. It was just the sound got cut off a little bit. But I definitely believe like we're slowly getting that recognition. I think we still have a long way to go, especially understanding our value and our worth. And I think we're getting better with in terms of pricing, our nail art and our nail services because it's like, if people can afford an expensive, luxury item, they should be able to afford press on nails or like a nail service that's cost like $100 or $200.
Yeah, I think that also is another thing, getting people to realize the difference between yeah, the chop shops and yeah, us that take like a good amount of time on their nails. So it's yeah, it's nice whenever people recognize that and they pay you uh according to your skills and stuff and not just like, oh, I'm just getting my nails done. It's like, yeah, but you're also getting this and experience and extra art and stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to get.
Right, exactly. And also to like considering the economy and how crazy, the economy is going, stuff is going up. And, so the thing is that it makes sense for our prices to go up. You know what I mean? So we have to, we got to maintain important things or we have to buy, materials and nail products that we need to, upkeep with the nail services.
Yeah, forget it. A box of gloves is $20.
Hmm.
Jeez. That's just gloves.
Yeah, that's mad crazy. Like $20 for some gloves. I mean, that's not surprising, because the thing is like a nail polish is like $20,
Yeah.
you know.
Yes. For sure.
Yeah, it's really, really crazy. But I definitely want to also ask about like having your own home salon. But what are some things that you would provide in terms of advice in terms of someone who wants to have their own home salon?
Yeah, I'm super thankful that I found a spot. So I have a two-bedroom, and so I have this room specifically just to be my studio. So it's nice being able to clean up, shut the door, and block it out and still have my home instead of having it in my bedroom when I first started or in my living room whenever I first moved. So it's nice to have that be separate. Yeah, and just being careful who you message. If you get a weird vibe from their email, if you got a weird vibe from meeting them the first time, like I don't know, definitely. I mean, it's your house, so you get to be choosy on who you let in and who gets to enjoy your space.
Hmm. Yeah, right, exactly. And in terms of having like your own like home like nail salon, do you have to provide like, insurance? Like how does that work like having like a home salon possibly?
Make sure that I abide by the rules. I got my licensing up. I have the proper sanitation. Just yeah, cleaning products and keeping everything up to code and stuff for sure. I've always been a pretty neat and organized person, so kind of just comes comes with it.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's cool. But I also definitely want to get into just in terms of with like having that balance of like having like hobbies and like being a nail artist. So how do you balance the two?
Don't. It's hard. It's hard when I spend all day from usually 10 to 5, honestly, 10 to 3 if it's a short day, doing nails and putting all of my creative juices into somebody else and having them leave. And then afterwards, still being motivated and having enough energy or just the creativity to produce other artworks. Like I did those skulls up there, little skeleton skulls, and did some other like artworks that are hanging in here. But yeah, it's definitely difficult to balance my work and my personal life, for sure. But I definitely do need to take more time. It's kind of terrible to actually need to schedule time off. You have to remember to give yourself a break and yeah, to be able to express yourself in more ways than just my work, because it is work. And at the end of the day, I am doing it to support myself. But yeah, it is nice to have creative freedom though, so it's not super constricting throughout the day. But I definitely do wear myself out sometimes. I I get off and I just like lay on the couch. I just feel like a piece of meat. I'm just like, what do I have left? And then wake up next morning, do it again. But yeah, it would be nice to put some more time into doing art. I do art and I make pottery sometimes and jewelry and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been thinking about actually recently going to jewelry school. I want to do like a metal welding, and I could also make like metal pieces to put on nails, stuff like that. So I'm excited to look more into that and to further extend my um my creativity and products that I can create and sell.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Now, I also see that you do like, I don't know if it's roller skating or roller blading. Like, are you a
Yeah.
roller skater? Like
So,
how's
yeah. I can't do the blades. The blades are the straight ones with the four wheels this way. I
oh
just feel
yeah.
like the balance is off. I need that grounding. But yeah, I'm super excited. Just passed up on 2 years roller skating and stuff, and I just recently got signed to two different teams, Last Supper and my other team, Grindstone, and so it's really cool being able to find new friends and create a life and outside of my work and stuff, and being able to have new friends and create new experiences. I just got back from Las Vegas, and it's called Roller Con. So and met a bunch of new friends there, and yeah, it's nice to be able to also get my energy out through that outlet. I just recently kind of hurt my knee a little bit a few weeks ago, and I wasn't skating for like 2 weeks, and I just have so much energy. I'm like, like where do I put it? Kind of going crazy, almost just sitting at my house trying to occupy my mind. But it's very nice. I listen to music while I skate, so it's just super nice to just get out there, put in my music, block everything out, just express myself like that and get out my energy and be almost exhausted at the end of the day and pass out.
That's really, really cool. But I also want to get into, in terms of back to the nail industry, like what are some things you would like to see more of in the nail industry?
Um, I guess just being out there, just doing things that nobody's ever seen before, just making creative concepts and being able to I like doing like photo shoot nails and being able to pull a whole entire concept together and base the nails off of the fit, and the fit is off of the song or the whatever is it all comes together. Sorry, what was the question again?
What are some things you'd like to see more of in the nail industry?
Just abstract, just impractical, just out there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Like, yeah, like basically out the box stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes have to decline uh art that people want me to do because it's just too simple. It's just not my style. So it's nice being able to have that option to be able to have my art style and have people come to me for my art style. So I just do the work that I like, and yeah, and if people like it, then they come, and if they don't, they don't.
Yeah, right, exactly. Now, what are some things that you found the most rewarding in terms of being a nail artist?
It's so nice to have someone leave and feel so confident about themselves, for them to come in and not even want to give me their hands, to be afraid to show me their nails. They be picking or biting or whatever. I've seen it all. I never decline people if for any reason regarding their nails. Maybe if they've gotten acrylics and they rip them off and they rip them off and they rip them off and they're super thin, I'm like, girl, like, you need to break. But other than that, I'm like, girl, I got you. Like short nails, skinny nails, whatever nails, I'll figure out a way to try my best and in the end make a great product and something that they're happy with. So yeah, it's just nice having people trust me enough also to just be relaxed and be able to sit here and chill and talk to me about whatever, and then leave just super ecstatic about their nails and talking like this and then and they didn't even want to give me their hands in the beginning. So to give them that confidence and that yes girl like energy, like period, fuck it up, like yes, like you own the world, like you can do anything you want kind of vibe is really rewarding, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely, it brings you joy when you're making clients happy,
Yeah,
especially in a time now where it's, we're all, about mental health. And I'm glad that's more vocal now because mental health is very important.
for sure. And it's nice too whenever people feel comfortable enough, because I don't know, I feel like I've lived a good life. I have a little bit of um like advice. I don't know, anything that they need, I'm always here for. So it's just nice to give them that comfortable space to where they don't feel judged or in a rush or anything like that, just to feel completely comfortable in my hands, because I'm holding their hands for around 3 hours. So it's cool that people give me that to begin with. Trust.
Yeah, most definitely. Last but not least, where can people find you on social media, and also how can people support you?
Yeah, Chloe's Claws. Chloe's CHLOES period CLAWS on TikTok, on Instagram, on both of those for sure.
All right, cool. Well, thank you so much, Chloe, for jumping onto the show. Y'all were
Yeah,
really
yeah,
cool. I really enjoyed, talking with you. You have a very bubbly personality. So yeah, this has been fun. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Thanks. I hope you have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell for notifications. Also follow me on my social media platforms and visit my website, ASIATHABIRD.com, and be on the lookout for more interviews to come very soon. Take care and stay beautiful.